Nope, we're good.
How was the short week turnaround? How do you feel like internally you guys handled that? You certainly seem prepared on the field.
You're talking about like for the Temple week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did a really good job of being able to bounce back real quick, not letting the outside noise kind of get in our heads. And I think that showed on the field. I think we came out, we started fast. We were able to do everything we wanted to do and do it with a purpose.
How loud did that noise get this weekend when you guys moved up to number 3 in the rankings?
It got more noise, of course. I think you guys said that that's the highest in school history. It's kind of cool. I was talking to Joey Graber in the locker room, and he's a guy he's a second string offensive guard, and he comes from CCU, and I was like, Big Joe, like, you ever thought you would be here? And he was like, no, I've never thought I'd one, be playing for the University of Cincinnati, two, be playing for a top 3, top 5 program, top team. So we just looked at each other and said, man, it's a blessing, and it was like, let's just keep it going.
You've watched a lot of football growing up, college football, pro, whatever it is. Does this feel like one of the best teams in the country? I mean, I know you have that ranking next to you, but does it feel like you guys are at that level now?
Yeah, we feel like we play, the best football that we try to play every single week, week in and week out. I think Coach Fig does a great job of saying, let me see if I get this right, but it's not going to be the best ranked team who wins. It's going to be the best team that plays together on Friday or Saturday. So, all those rankings and everything matters until you go out there and put the ball down and go out and play. And you just have to play all together as a team to win.
Do you feel like that Georgia game, I know you didn't win, but and that Notre Dame game, that kind of proves what you just said?
Yeah. I think you look back on the Georgia game, and I think that was a huge step for our program and our team as far as, going up and playing big-time teams, big-name teams. And it just gave everyone a boost of confidence. Even though we didn't win, it gave everyone a boost of confidence to be able to, it doesn't matter what name's on the front of your jersey. That if you guys come out here and play as a team, it doesn't matter who's ranked what or what your name is, that, on any given Saturday, anyone can win.
You've heard Luke, Coach Fickle talk about the Desmond Ridder factor. The Desmond Ridder factor. What does that mean to you when you hear that?
He said that to me.
Have you not heard him say that? He's talked to us. He's talked to us about how the Desmond Ridder factor is something that kind of shines for you guys. When you hear that, what do you want the Desmond Ridder factor? What does that mean to you?
I would just say someone who's able to lead, someone who's able to take control of a group and do it well, and not only on the field but off the field as well. To be able to take a group of people who have a common goal, from people from all different parts of the world or whatever you want to say, and just be able to bring them together to accomplish one goal, and to go out and play as hard as you can. Every day, we wake up and we got to take that as a blessing, that we even get to do this. And so just, putting that mindset in everyone that this is a blessing that we get to do this, so why not do it as hard as we can? I think that's one thing that, I, not only myself, but try to push the team to go out every day and do, and try to be the best we can be.
You completed passes to 9 different receivers on Friday. Is that something you're conscious of spreading the ball around when you're in a game, or is it just finding the open guy?
No, that's just how it plays out. We have certain plays designed for certain people, and throughout the game, it might be, okay, well, hold on, has Wiley not gotten a touch here? So let's get him a touch. But other than that, I'm just sticking within our offense. That's just where the progression takes me. That's just where reads takes me. So it just happens to work out to spread the wealth. When you get starting to go tempo and getting a little faster throughout the game, it makes it easier to spread the ball here and there. But yeah.
Does that speak to, a couple of years ago, I don't know if that would have been possible for you to complete to 9 different receivers. Does that speak to the talent level around you now?
Yeah, not only the talent level, but just the work ethic they've put in, and just the comfortability that I have with them and they have with me. That I trust every guy who steps out on that field. And not saying that I didn't trust every guy, in years before. We just might not have the connection that we have now. So that's just a testament to all the hard work they've put in, and all the time we've put in together.
Do you ever have to remind guys, like, I know maybe you haven't Tyler, didn't get anybody that game. Do you have to do that in the locker room, or does everyone kind of understand this the way?
Everyone kind of understands. You know, I think it's tough, especially for me being a quarterback, where I touch the ball every single play, to where you have guys like Mike Young or Tyler who, you know, 1 week they catch 7 balls and 120 yards, and then the next week they might see 1 ball for 5 yards. So, you know, that's very tough on them. And I think they do a great job of handling it, a great job of staying under control as far as emotionally. And you know, they know their time's going to come. They know their number's going to get called, and they know when that happens, they're going to show up and make big plays.
I don't know if you noticed it on Twitter, but there's this movement of former Bearcats who are putting their college picture. Even Travis Kelce did it this week. As a guy playing here now, knowing that there's been really good teams here in the past, do you kind of feel like you're also taking along with you all the guys that have played here and have had good teams here and are now enjoying your success? Do you kind of feel like those guys are part of the ride a little bit as well?
Yeah, for sure. You know, even though they can't be here with us right now, not only just our former football alumni, but, you know, even all of Cincinnati, all the community, and all the Bearcat fans, we feel like, you know, come on our backs. We'll take you with us. And you know, that's just you know, that's what we want. We want everyone to come with us, to be all in one. But yeah.
Have you seen those posts on Twitter? And if so, what's it like to kind of scroll through and kind of take that in?
Yeah, so, you know, the past couple of days just kind of scrolling through, and sometimes it's, you know, the bigger name guys, Travis Kelce, Josiah DeGara, but then, you know, you get some of the smaller guys too, and it's like, wow, like, you know, they still, what Cincinnati still means to them, I hope still means to everyone that's here now, in the next, you know, 20, 15 years, whatever it may be.
Has this UCF game turned into a rivalry for this team? Has it given a little juice, you know, this week because of this game?
Oh yeah, for sure. UCF, I feel like, has always been a big rivalry for us. You know, we played them at home. I think it was 2 years ago, and that came down to a close one. But before that, the last time we had played them at home was my true freshman year, in 2017, and you know, that game did not go so well. With, I don't know how many of you guys remember that. I think the score was like 60 something to very little going into the third quarter into a rain delay. So, you know, there's still a lot of bad blood and a lot of bad taste in our mouths that we get, especially, you know, also thinking about going down there playing on College game day. And you talk about big time games, big time atmosphere. So for us to come out here and put on a performance and play a 4-quarter game is going to be huge for us.
Did that game in 2018 down there when they had game day, is that one of the games that probably taught you the most as a player, just kind of what to expect in big games?
For sure. You know, I think you make a great point. Looking back, I think that kind of, you know, set myself up for, you know what, like I said, this is probably one of the loudest stadiums you're going to play. At the time, I didn't know. I thought there was definitely going to be louder. But, you know, at the time, that was the loudest thing we've played in. And, you know, that kind of not only set myself up for the future, but just being able to lead everyone else on the team, to know that, you know, that there's going to be tough environments, tough situations that we're going to play in. But to stay calm and stay under control is the biggest thing in those moments.
Do you view it as a measuring stick at all? Coach Bickle talked about, since he's been here, they've been, you know, the best team in the league over that span. Obviously, the same for you. The first 2 years, they got you pretty good. You guys have won the past 2 years. Do you view that as kind of a progression for your program?
Yeah, for sure. And I think we can go back to previous years where we talk about, you know, when UCF had the back-to-back championship, you know, the target was on their back, and we were chasing UCF, and then we lost back-to-back to Memphis, and we were chasing Memphis. And then in years past, you know, we've kind of put that target on our back. So I think that's just a testament of where this program has gone, and where this program is still going. But yeah, I think we definitely use it as a measuring stick to see how far we have came. But, you know, at the ultimate goal, we still know at the end of the day, we have to get better day in and day out.
You talked about the ability or the opportunity to lead and inspire others. One thing that stuck out to me a couple weeks ago, some kids came up to you after the game with St. X shirts on, and you took the X picture with them. So what does that kind of moment mean?
I mean, it just means a lot for me, you know, for someone to travel up here. I know Louisville's not far away, but, you know, to know that I'm leaving a legacy somewhere else, not just in Cincinnati, but in Louisville, and then even deeper than that, but throughout my high school, you know, where these kids aren't even in high school. I think they were in like 5th or 6th grade maybe. And you know, back home, St. X is obviously one of our top high schools, and there's a rooted tradition throughout St. X, and just showing that I can be that leader and role model to these younger kids and these high school kids. It means a lot to me, and just one day to hopefully be able to give back and just leave a name there is going to be a great feeling.
I don't know if you know this, but the national championship trophy will be here at Nippert Stadium on Saturday. Thoughts on that? Anything at all?
I'll compare it to the conference championship trophy. So I remember coming in my early years here, I'd stopped by Cortez Broughton's room, and he had I think it was a 2014 conference championship ring, and then we've had the conference championship trophy up in the office from previous years, and I always told myself I'm not gonna touch that. I'm not gonna touch the ring. I'm not gonna touch the trophy until it's truly mine, until I truly hold it. So I mean, it's on the sideline. I'm sure it's gonna look pretty and gotta look shiny and everything, but no, we still got a long way to go till we get there. But hopefully one day we can hold that and it will be ours.
Any more questions for Des? Thank you.
Thank you.